Good morning, and welcome to the Deal Room Live, the daily real estate deal tank powered by Titan Impact Group, a global leader in AI-driven real estate investing and funding, where the real estate world meets speed, precision, and profit. And bring us your deal so we can put it into our AI model that analyzes and structures real estate deals in minutes, generates all the docs you need to get the deal done, and gives you a verified, unbiased breakdown of due diligence reports. The investors get the advantage of getting fully vetted AI-analyzed deals that cut their due diligence time down by 60%. So you're in the right place. Let's open the deal room now and get into today's opportunity. We should allow people to just sign up and put their note taker in here so that way they get transcripts emailed right after the podcast. Maybe make that a feature people can buy into. Good morning, Catherine. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Tired. The storms out here in Arizona have my old bones all rickety right now, so difficult sleeping. Let's see. I'd love to come up with an intro for our podcast. What do you think?
Yeah, I understand there's some cool ways to do that. I have no idea how to do that.
Well, I'm gonna have to figure that out. If anybody you know or I know has suggestions, we'll figure it out. But we're gonna start recording these calls, or we already have started recording them. We're gonna start editing them into actual videos that we can put over into YouTube and create the YouTube subscription channel over there. So it should be exciting for people to go there and check that out. Let's see here. Nobody in here. Today is, I'll do an intro and talk about what we're doing today, and then we can just edit all this together later. I'm going to do the shared screen thing now.
The invitation on Facebook and LinkedIn.
Yeah. I did an ad set this morning and sent that out, and then what I'm thinking about doing is making one that goes into Opus Clips, and we can go through Opus Clips and pull out, make a video of it, and then I can literally just post that for the next 3 months and have it go out every day at 8 o'clock in the morning or something, announcing the meeting. So I have an actual AI, been working on it with Charlie. We have a full media plan that once we get up to that level with our videos from Landshark, we're going to have the subscription form over on YouTube for you. And then we're going to be working on getting you onto Fiverr for the user-generated content as well. So building out the brand more. So see, how do I do that? Right there, like that. There we go. Delete that out. All right. Expand that. Make it look pretty for the people at home. Right. Still kind of waiting for people to show up. I watched the PREC meeting last night, the Phoenix Real Estate Club. It was about 30 people in that meeting physically and 12 of them in the chat. When I go log into my account,
I can go see all the haves and wants that were in there. I want to say there was at least 7 private money lenders in there that had gap funding or gator lending or whatever. So it was pretty interesting that um, the amount of people that are out there willing to invest and work with people on lending. So that was pretty cool. And give it like 3 more minutes. I noticed on Opportunity Zone chats that they're starting to do those chats over on LinkedIn. I noticed that there was quite a few uh, invitations for me over there with people that are doing Opportunity Zone discussions and podcasts and webinars. So thinking about um, if you're interested, building out building out one of these videos on a Friday to be a webinar, and maybe we do a 3-part series every. We maybe pick Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and do a 3-part series of opportunity zone investing and what that looks like and how you can help people get into that.
Yeah, that'd be smart. We're going to have to do a heavy lift of education.
Well, the nice thing is that we've already got a resource manual and 6 certified opportunity zone advisors. So building it out to do the program is going to be super easy. So um, give it 1 more minute. I will do the official invitation, etc. I'm also thinking about doing some advertising for come pitch your deals, like make it more pitch friendly. I think if we focus on getting pitches, the investors will come. I'm afraid if we try to pull investors into this meeting, if there's no point in having them here if we don't have deals to show them. So I think it'd be cool to start really pushing for people to bring their deals in and show us what they got. So you ever heard of Justin Colby? He's here in Arizona in the Scottsdale area. He's a influencer, money raiser. He's got 131,000 followers on Facebook.
Mm.
Or no, on Instagram. But he's got a podcast. He's doing real estate stuff. He does tax write-off stuff. So I might have might try to have him come on the uh, deal room podcast too. Anyway, all right. So good morning, everyone. This is Tommy D with the Land Shark Mastermind. It is our daily podcast where we are doing real estate deals using AI to identify, underwrite, document whatever we got to do to get real estate investing done faster, quicker, and more efficient. Our sponsor, Titan Impact Group, are the leader of that organization, the Sentinels of the American Dream, is Catherine Bell, CEO of Titan Impact Group. She is all things brilliant when it comes to AI and real estate investing. Catherine is the 5-time international best-selling author of many books, but the #1 book that I've just fell in love with was Raising Capital Using AI, written, co-authored between Peter Swain uh,
Correct.
and Catherine Bell. So you can find that on Amazon. It is a international bestseller. But Catherine was able to use the techniques that are in that book to raise $50 million for a debt relief fund targeting or helping first responders and veterans, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
Correct.
Um, so that's amazing. So that's what Catherine refers to as impact. What do you call that? Impact.
Impact investing.
That's it. Impact investing. So we're all about that stuff, and we're glad that Catherine and Titan Impact Group are our sponsors here on the Deal Room. So let me tell you a little bit about the Deal Room. The Deal Room is here for people that have deals in real estate and feel like they need investors. They've tried to do a bank. They might have even tried maybe some private money lending or something, but they really need help putting together a deal so that it's able to get out and make people money themselves and other people. So pulling investors to the table. That's what Catherine and her network of people are looking for, are these deals that are making 20, 30, 40% return on investment. So what we've done is partnering with Catherine. Catherine is amazing at AI. We've developed what's called Deal Hunter by Landshark. Deal Hunter by Landshark is a GPT model that has over 35 years of real estate investment experience. It's got the brain of our three founders of the Landshark Mastermind. It's got a contractor's brain. It's got the scientific brain of a doctor, and uh, it has the community development mind uh, of our um, of our third founder, Roman Rubio. Roman Rubio is actually running for mayor. I keep saying Yuma, but I realized last night that he's going to be running for mayor of San Luis. It is the largest port at the Arizona border where it goes into Mexico. And Roman is integral in discovering all of the opportunity zone space down there that's going to be helping San Luis expand by over 50x is what they're proposing. San Luis, this is a small border community, but they're expecting their population to blow up to 50 times more than what it is right now, which is about I think he said 7,000 people. So they're expecting it to go through the roof. And doing that, he's going to be utilizing the AI model, Deal Hunter by Landshark, to help him build out the path of progress in moral and ethical standards. So um, this is something that's important to Titan Impact Group sponsorship. As the words behind Catherine there, she can tell you, it says that they leave every person, property, and community better than they found them. And that's kind of the same ideology and theology that we have here with the Landshark Mastermind. So with all that being said, I want to make sure that we have people coming here to do deals, to make money, and we utilize the AI to help us do it more morally and ethically. If we find deals that aren't going to make money or going to leave someone shorted, it comes out and we pass those deals by. We're able to do it quicker than before. Um, I used to take 3 weeks to underwrite deals, and Deal Hunter by Landshark has really minimized all that. So, well, moving into what we got going on today. Today's format, it's Wednesday, and what we like to do on Wednesday is talk about commercial real estate deals. And the best way to do some of that is to get right into our AI over on ChatGPT. If you're using the free version, this isn't going to last long for you, but we suggest everyone use the $20 version. Can you see my screen here? Shows the
Yep.
beginning of a chat there. Um, I'm going to do just a quick tutorial for people on this so that you can see, but Catherine Bell .ai is something I use a lot. and it's actually not part of ChatGPT. But CatherineBell.ai helps me learn how to use ChatGPT more efficiently and more effectively. So part of our sponsorship with Titan Impact Group is that we get to utilize all these amazing things that are, that Catherine has put together over her years of investing and building out AI. Catherine has a package for, business, personal, entrepreneurs, real estate investors, where you can book a call with Catherine, do a little discovery, and Catherine's come up with a package that can help you exponentially grow into the AI world. If today was the industrial age, Catherine, the industrial revolution, Catherine Bell would be up there with Carnegie um, and Rockefeller as far as being the big dogs in the AI revolution. So um, I wrote a book, The Blue Collar Revolution, utilizing AI to be better contractors in the future. And Catherine has taken that to a whole new level with the things that she's able to do. I have a Rosetta Stone. I have an AI personal voice feature that's right here. My voice mode is a personal assistant that I call Charlie. It's a relationship that I have with my AI, so it knows everything that what I'm thinking and what I'm doing. It's able to get me further down the road in my thoughts and actions, just because I have a personal relationship with it. And finally, the other thing she was able to do is help me build out a virtual executive board, basically a team of geniuses that are, easy to find on the internet. We picked out 8 people that are easy to find on the internet and allow GPT to create those personalities, so that whenever I throw an idea out there, that group is able to dissect that idea, poke holes in it, and then bring it back to me with solutions that are implementable, and things I would have never thought of. So all that being said, go check out catherinebell.ai, see what she's got going on over there. Go to meetcatherinebell.com and book a call with her. And you can see on her website there all the amazing things she's able to provide. She also has corporate packages. So if you have a business and you want to streamline your business and bring it into the AI revolution, just go to meetcatherinebell.com, review all the cool things she's got, or even call catherinebell.ai and have a conversation with her AI. And you'll find out a lot of information just utilizing her AI assistant. Um, and maybe get into what we're doing here. So when you're on back to finding Deal Hunter, if you're on ChatGPT, you're going to go to Deal Hunter by Landshark. You're going to want to find Deal Hunter by Landshark in the GPT store. When you click on GPTs right there under New Chat, it's going to bring you to Explore GPTs. This is what I call the GPT Marketplace. So the GPT Marketplace has everything from astrology birth charts to humanizing your content that you create with AI to image generators. You even have a fitness workout and diet coach. Catherine, you use GPT a little bit for working out and stuff like that, don't you?
I sure do. Even did this morning. Got a
That's
whole regime based on all the things that are going on as a woman and hormones and all the things.
that's interesting. So yeah, you can get into doing all that. You can utilize the GPT marketplace to find a lot of stuff, but this is where you'll find the Deal Hunter by Landshark GPT. When you click on that, it's going to take you to the Deal Hunter by Landshark landing page here, and it'll explain that the capabilities it has is that it'll look at images, do web search, operates in a canvas, and it does code interpretation and data analysis, which are all very important to doing real estate, just real estate investing in general. So I like to tell people that um, I like to tell people that um, ChatGPT is not here to replace anybody but lazy people. So, and this is kind of where I kind of get into hot water a little bit, is that when when I tell them that it's going to replace lazy people, I'm talking about the real estate agent that lets your messages go to, sit on red for the weekend, or won't return a call until Monday after 9 a.m. On a real estate deal that you found on Friday at 5 p.m. So, it makes it very difficult to be, to work with a real estate agent unless they are an investor friendly real estate agent, which means they work 24/7.
Well, and
But
it usually helps if they're an investor themselves, because then they really get the urgency of it.
no, absolutely. And so the nice thing is though Deal Hunter by Landshark becomes that real estate agent that works 24/7. So let me show you here. Um, Deal Hunter by Landshark is a real estate investor's assistant. Can you describe the things that Deal Hunter by Landshark does that real estate professionals do on a daily basis? Can you list out all the different professionals that Deal Hunter by Landshark is able to mimic and or assist? Because again, we all know that the person using AI is only going to perform as well as the person using it. So if we have a bunch of professionals that are using AI, we know that those professionals are able to trust the data that's coming through and verify where it's coming from. So if you could provide us with a list of professional services you're able to assist with. And let's see what Deal Hunter throws out there. I validate everything that it said. By the way, I'm using what's called dictate mode, and dictate mode is just really helpful in providing us with um, a way to say exactly what we want without editing what we're typing. When we're typing, we're typically editing it down to be concise. So, Deal Hunter by Landshark um, shows that basically deal sourcing, financial analysis, document generation, funding strategy, due diligence, negotiation prep, custom investment plans, investor grade pitch kits, development and entitlement guides, and market research. So it takes the role of real estate investor, real estate agents, realtors, real estate developer, commercial broker, mortgage broker, loan officer, private equity syndicators, private and hard money lenders, property managers, construction and general contractors, title and escrow officers, zoning and permitting consultants. Like these are the roles that it's able to do right there. So, and assist those professionals in their job getting things done faster and quicker. So, at the end of the day, it's here to accelerate deal analysis, strengthen offers with data, simplify funding strategies, and generate investor ready documentation. So we can really get into doing a lot of things. So, and so with that, what I've got going on is I've got a couple of commercial projects that have been sitting in my inbox. So we're gonna just pop into those real quick and run a couple of them. Catherine actually does quite a bit of investing in triple net medical office, isn't that correct?
Correct.
Tell us a little bit about that if you don't mind.
So, in all of my years of investing and all the different things that I've done, and I encourage everybody to go try all the different asset classes and try, investing in all the different things so that you really can drill down. One of my books is Complete Wealth, and it's a process that I walk you through of going full cycle through each individual asset class and then processing through, because when you can do self-analysis on it, you can discover like and really glean the gold, like what did you learn, what worked, what didn't work, what would you do differently, all the things. And the whole point being is when you go through that process, you end up with what I call your conditions of satisfaction. And your conditions of satisfaction help you get really clear what essentially it's called your buy box, meaning like what is the actual asset need to be for you to be happy. And so for me, it's being the bank and renting dirt is how going through all the things that I've done. And so the triple net lease commercial medical office space allows me to be the bank and essentially rent dirt at the same time. And so what that means is that the tenant that we've leased it to is responsible for pretty much everything except the dirt. And, just like mobile home parks, I also do that, and so it puts the burden on them, and it also is definitely has them take care of it better, and all of that. So there's tons of advantages to the whole thing. That lease is done usually by companies like Starbucks and just different companies like that, and that's why we love triple net lease. They just take care of absolutely everything. We're essentially just renting the dirt, so it's pretty awesome.
Oh, that's great. And so with that, um, you can go to Catherine Bell's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook accounts and see all of the different videos as she talks about renting dirt. She's got several hours of video that you can, surf through and find information about all that on. So from that, what we're going to do then is just jump over into some of that information. So here this is something that Catherine developed for me. This is my virtual board. And Catherine has been able to help me design this so that my virtual board has, like I said, all of my advisories on it. It's got all of the information that I need to basically set down the ground rules of how they're going to interact with the information I provided. So when I put files into it and it's able to utilize the information on a regular basis, it'll pull it all from there as well. So over here, though, what I'm going to do is we're going to open up a conversation we've already been having regarding a piece of property out in an area called Wenden, Arizona. We're looking at the property for a variety of opportunities. Basically, the number one opportunity is the fact that it's in an opportunity zone, something that Catherine and her team over at Titan really like are those tax benefit programs. And the opportunity zone program is one of those. So what we did was we went out and identified a piece of property it's an interesting piece of property because it's half commercial and half residential. And going to try to get up to the spot where the information is. I think there's some pictures around here somewhere that I can show you. Nope, not right there. This is just an example of the documentation it's able to create for us. It's pretty cool. It creates slide decks. It creates PowerPoints. It creates Excel spreadsheets, everything. So absolutely amazing what it's able to do for us. So try to find the pictures of it. Basically, the property's been up for sale for a long time. And it started out at $1.9 million. It's down to just under $800,000. We're looking to make an offer on it now at just under 800,000. And the reason is because it's got all the capability and possibilities from the commercial standpoint. It's got a retail strip center in the front, right on the highway. That's operated by one person, literally the whole, I think 6,000 square foot, 5,000 square foot retail space is ran by one person. There's 4 quote unquote tenants in it. There's a hardware store, a convenience store, a cafe that's only open half the year, and the United States Postal Service. Oh, and there is a laundromat attached to it as well, which probably makes the most money out of all of it. So the laundromat does pretty well over there. So, but from that, what we were able to discover is that the property has about a 15 cap, and at the price they're asking. So for an investor, it's got a good rate of return, as it sits. But the exit is the better part. Exiting it over to an opportunity zone fund allows us to be able to do some amazing upsell and like do some amazing upgrades to the property. When the opportunity zone takes it over, we have to put in the same, like if they buy it for $3 million, they got to invest $3.1 million into the improvements of it. So it's pretty cool. Here's I think I found it. Yay. That took way too long. We're going to jump over here. I'm praying it's still in there. And here we go. So this is the storefront, like I showed you. It's got the post office right here with 1, 2, 3, 4 doors on the front. So there's a total of 5 doors on this thing. And then in the back, you'll see when we get into some more of these pictures, there's the laundromat, very outdated laundromat, needs to be updated. There's an old gas station right here, and then additional lots where we could put like RVs or even new commercial right there. This is the inside of the store, very bland, very plain, as you can see. It has a mix of hardware store and convenience store, hardware store, convenience store. It's got a liquor license. It's got commercial coolers. It does have space for food too. Like it has hot dog warmer, pizza oven, and a flat top burner with a deep fryer. So there's a way to cook back there too, but it's just one person doing it. She lives in this house. That's the residence, comes with the property, and this is why it's like tricky, because half of it is commercial, the other half is residential. And so it's hard to find the lender that'll give, you can't, you're literally lending on a rundown gas station, empty lots, partial convenience store, commercial, and a residential. So it's all just messed up a little bit that way. But by stabilizing it, there will be a big change to the value of this property by stabilizing it. This is how we were proposing to do this. And Charlie kind of gave us a hand at doing it. Over here to the far left of my screen, I want to see if I can zoom in. I'm going to zoom in right over here to the left. Catherine, can you see where I'm pointing right there? There's casitas going down the side of the Wenden Country Market building right there. Maybe
Sorry,
Catherine
I
got
was
that.
muted.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So trying to see if I can draw on the screen. But anyway, there's 4 casitas going down the side that are absolutely vacant, and they need to be remodeled. But what we could do here is petition the county to give us what is called an entitlement and a rezoning, and we rezone the whole property into commercial use. On top of that, we would do a subdivide, and what we would subdivide is, let's see if it'll let me do it. Can you see these marks right here? Yeah. These become subdivided units, because we're then able to as commercial property. Oops. The pencil don't move.
with these being commercial property, each one of these units could be subdivided and sold, just like you were talking about with the medical suites. You know, we're going to lease them the dirt, but they're going to pay for the building to operate all the air conditioning equipment, all the plumbing equipment. We'll make it all brand new one more time. But it's all going to be subdivided out. And then these casitas over here, they were for a roadside inn back in the day, but they could be converted into, you know, little shops or whatever, making this into a place where people come to recreate. You know, this is going to be recreational community out here. It's near Lake Alamo, so we would end up servicing the crowd that's going to be heading out to Lake Alamo, which is only about 30 minutes from here. And so, cleaning up the convenience store a little bit more, getting rid of the hardware store. We would actually convert that over to 2 other stores. We know we would certainly want to do like a bait shop and a boat shop somewhere people can buy equipment for their boat and go fishing. So that may go next to the cafe. But we would minimize the cafe. The cafe is kind of big, but we would create this to have 7 tenants that are operating. And so then at that point, it would be operating at 90%. And so jumping over here is kind of where we found that plan, was using the GPT model to kind of go through that with us. So that's what I'm showing you here. We asked it to kind of help us build out an investor package. And here, this might look familiar to you, Catherine. This is the list of components to send to an investor. This is what we actually build out for people. Catherine's brokerage builds out for people. Let's see. The list is up here somewhere. Oh, I think I passed it up. This is the breakdown that it did for us on the store. We took the information from the realtor, we ran it through here and got this is when we went out there and looked at it and figured out how we could monetize it, and how we could raise $1 million to buy it, and then how we could pay those investors back. What we discovered was, cap rate and all that on exit would be basically the same on exit, 11.6. So we did a lot of due diligence on it before we started digging into it. Pardon me. And what we were able to discover was, it justifies a $3 million exit. We got information from the realtor about it. We ran that information into it. It provided us with amazing, detailed instructions on how to go forward to make sure that we're able to make money for our investors. And so you can see here that, stabilizing it, just getting it back up and running. She's, only the current owner is only one person. She's only operating at 30%. If we get it built out, we expand it from 5 units to 7 units or even 10 units, and we start making money off of each unit, at 80%, 90% vacancy or occupancy, we're going to be able to stabilize it really fast and get money back to our investors pretty quick. So, and then the exit is the fact that we can then turn it over to a qualified opportunity zone fund. Now, excuse me. Now, even if the opportunity zone fund decided, no, we're not going to do it, it can stay, even though it's in an opportunity zone fund area, it can stay a cash flowing property and continue to make money for investors. And this can be sold to another investment group. You put it on Crexy, LoopNet, and stuff like that, and sell it as a cash flowing property with a decent cap rate. Somebody's going to come along and buy it. Or worst case scenario, you just refinance it and keep it as a cash flowing property in a private portfolio. So the
program then was to, here we go. This is the Catherine Bell investor presentation packet with this list of 10 items there. So we were able to actually put together an entire investment packet for this. There's the investor checklist right there. Core documents, legal compliance. These are all the things that Titan Impact Group provides their operators. They work with their operators to build this stuff out and get them, ready to present to investment groups. So if you have big properties, commercial properties to do that with, Titan Impact Group is poised to be able to do that stuff. Catherine's team with Katie and Adam and Megan and stuff, they really get down to putting this stuff together. They're an amazing group. So from this, I'm just wanting to walk through for a little bit on all the different ways that this was able to put a deal together. We were able to find more money in the deal by doing a speculative pro forma, and then as we continued to break into it and do the executive summary, we realized that there was another exit available by subdividing the entire building and all the buildings out there and creating buy-in packages for the variety of operators, like a liquor store operator, a convenience store operator, a laundromat operator, a cafe operator, a bait and tackle boat shop operator. So the post office pays its own. So the amazing thing with that is that we were able to figure out how to exit this property again. So it gave us a fourth exit, and so when we build that out into our investor package, we're able to then show them, this is why we believe you're going to be able to make 15 to 20% returns. So we went ahead and fed it. I don't know if I showed you this as well. When you give it documents, like we fed it 3 PDFs right here, it was able to pull the information from that. It updated the information, like the revenue, the net operating income came down to 147. So when we got the documents, we needed that. I gave it a list. This is pretty cool. I gave it a list of all the different items in the store. Like, this was their inventory, 4 pages of inventory. It went ahead and put it all into digital format for me right there, and then gave me a valuation. So with the valuation, there was like a conservative value of 120,000, but a replacement value of 350,000. So we incorporate that in. We figure out, if this deal is still doable, if it still pencils out. Now we're using verifiable data and information, and we're able to see that absolutely the conservative cap rate of 10 to 12% is something that is totally doable right now, based on the numbers that we were given. It looked like 18.5 is what the cap rate is, but we believe that it's also understating expenses, because they don't have payroll, they don't have maintenance, they don't have reserves penciled in there, and so those are concerns, because we'll have payroll, we'll have maintenance, we'll have reserves. So, but going over to a partial, like Catherine says, rent the dirt model, where we're basically condoing the retail space, and they get the building, but we keep the dirt. That's going to be the best suited for us. So when we looked at it for investor framing, we found that the projected exit cap rate for our investors is going to be that 10 to 12% cap rate, with a $2.5 to $3 million valuation. That may be a low valuation too, very conservative for us. So when we looked at the value breakdown of this, it broke it down for us with the building and the land. Valuation wise was 450,000. The business valuation with the liquor license and incorporating the 20,000 a month in gross sales. So and then the valuation of the personal property and the equipment being real low like that, they gave us a total valuation of 795,000. So we realized that the property's worth way more. There's 4 parcels. One's retail, then there's residential. There's a gas station pad and a small shop. Those 4 different parcels, we can actually crack that down to probably like 8. If it's commercial, they'll let us do it. So we can kick that up. The business valuation is based on a fair number. The equipment is low, liquidity factors. If separated, the real estate could sell for 450 easily. Actually, it could go more. And then the opportunity zone premium, like they don't understand. The current realtor doesn't understand how opportunity zones work, but you know, she put that into her document. And so then I wanted to review the OZ document. It gave us the basics. And so we were able to understand where we come out with that. And so I said, you know what, let's go ahead and start making these documents with all the information I fed it. I gave it Catherine's list of all the things we needed so that she could present this to her investors. We took all the information from the realtor, from the seller, from the county, all the things that we were able to harvest. We took all that, put it in this knowledge base and said, now let's start making documents so we can buy this thing. And what it did was it gave me the first document, which was the executive summary, the Wenden Marketplace, put it all into a thing, what is called a canvas. I'm able to copy it, edit it. If I edit it, I'm going to edit it right in the screen. So, and so I can literally go right there and put financials, blah, blah, blah. One of my favorite movies right there. Blah, blah, blah. I don't say blah, blah, blah. So I can put that in there. It'll store it, save it, whatever. When I'm done editing. Oops, I got muted. I can exit my editing and go back, and it's going to be right there. If I want, I can download it. I click the download button. It'll make it into a PDF, a Word doc, whatever, and save it. And I'll save that over to my file and move on to, I can actually make it into a DOC file and download that. And then I can say, okay, let's, I actually made it, re-edit it again. And then I said, all right, now let's do document 2. Shows me document 2. This is our operational team. Puts it into puts the org chart in there, our principals bios and all that. And it's pulling this from memory, it's pulling this from the stuff that we've already given it. And so we're able to create all these documents here, save them to a file, and then boom, they're investor ready. So here's our investor pitch deck. I can actually get this to create a PDF, or I can take this, just bring it into PowerPoint, or take it over to Canva and let it create a PowerPoint on there too. So financial pro forma. Told it, hey, I like the pro forma. Let's put the pro forma into, put it into a spreadsheet. It'll put it in spreadsheet for me. So document 5, sources of how the money is going to be used, does all this work without, all I got to do is tell it. So, so we actually, right here, we talking to it about the capital stack. I told it, here's where we want to create the C store, the cafe, the liquor store, the bait tackle shop, the cigar and wine shop or smoke shop, the laundromat. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm including 7 would be the U.S. Postal Service. They pay $1,000 a month rent, but we could sell the rest of these off at $104 a square foot to the retail operators. That would generate income enough for us to do all the renovations and rehabs to the casitas and the buildings. And then we could bring the casitas online through either commercial probably commercial is what we would do, and then do the vacant lot expansion. And we said, give us the 2 pathways to exit, and it went through and did that. Put that into the capital stack document for us, and shows the ability of the stabilization part, where we can exit them in 3 years by doing the QOF, or doing the sectional sales and rental holds on the other properties and refinancing it to exit our investors. So the the documents that continue to create, it goes all the way out. I could bore you for days about all the documents it creates. I'll race it to the bottom. This is one of the cool things that it did. When it did property analysis and market comps, went out and discovered other properties I never even mentioned to it, but Goldfield, Bisbee, Tombstone, Sedona, Agia. So it put all those in there for me. Like, I was blown away by that. I didn't even think it knew how to do that. So, but even in the $20 version, you do start getting regulated. Like, it started just creating text documents. It wouldn't create Word documents. It told me that I needed to upgrade to the $200 a month version, which I will be doing. I promise that. So, but it was able to create my rent roll and market comp analysis documents, put everything into a format that I could copy and paste, because I could still take this over to Word, but I want to make sure it knows that it did a great job. Fingers crossed we get it. We sent off, had it create an LOI and sent it off. We'll see what happens. So, but that right there is how we use Deal Hunter to run commercial deals. So hopefully it's impressive, and people are able to see that it does more than just discovers where the deals are. If you wanted to do deal discovery, what I like to do is literally get over. It's not working. Stop sharing. I had to stop sharing because my GPT is malfunctioning. Let me see if I can get it going again. Catherine, what do you think of that? How do you propose that could work for you?
Are you talking about Deal Hunter?
Yeah, just with the example I ran right there, was that pretty good information? I mean, the abilities that it had as far as like putting together the entire package for you like that. Is that something that you find your people could use for all the deals that you guys are running? I know you got a spreadsheet with like $1.8 billion worth of stuff on it.
Yeah, it's I think the biggest thing, anybody who's been investing long enough, that is like the deal analysis literally is the hardest, most time consuming thing to do, from doing the market research to the numbers, just everything, looking at all the things. And so having AI be able to do deep research on all of this and pull this up, I mean, it really is, it's extraordinary.
Trying to reboot this here. So if I go into Deal Hunter and we want to do some deal discovery, I could always say, tell it to, we'll go to dictate. Catherine, what kind of medical office do you guys like to go for?
Full net lease.
Triple net lease. And then Do you, there we go, I'm sharing my screen now. Are you able to see the TPT again? All right,
Yeah.
let's see. Do some deal discovery in and around Huntsville, Alabama for triple net lease medical office space. Utilize all listing sites and return properties that are distressed or have no tenants, so that we can look at possibility of repurposing the building. And let's see what it brings up. Now, the reason why I chose Huntsville, Alabama is going to be pretty interesting here in a minute. Got a few properties right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Quite a few. Oh, look at that summary table right there of all those. That's pretty neat. Provides the square footage and stuff. And now the reason why I chose medical office space was for two reasons. The first one was, well, the reason I chose Huntsville is because it's in the area where they are building or will be building quite a few data centers. And I know for a fact that some of these areas out here where they have medical office, they have the power and they have the data center, the data cord pipeline near most of these buildings, or they should be. It's not hard to get it to it. So the criteria of data centers suits reconditioning or repurposing some of these medical office buildings, and you handle them just like triple net leases. I mean, it's either a doctor or a data center manager operator. You know, you could do one or the other, but both are going to pay their bills, right? Like neither one of them are going to run out of money. So from a standpoint of doing deal discovery, I think this does a pretty good job of doing it. And you can see right here with the sources, you can go find where these properties are. I just move this out of my way. We can start going out and going straight to these properties and looking them up online and getting into contacting the broker. So let's save all cookies. But quaint little office like that. Spaces for lease. If you bought it, fixed it up, added 2 more floors to it, you could expand it that way. You could repurpose it into a data center operation if the tenants are able to move to other locations. So the goal here would be able to buy the property and make it money, make it cash flow. So being close to the hospital like that, a data center across the street from the hospitals would be amazing. Being that close to the medical district, even better. So that's something you could use right there. So if you like commercial real estate and you want to do a demo on how Deal Hunter can help you deal discover, do full breakdowns, get your how can you get your commercial property of properly documented for investors. We do those demos one-on-one. You can go to stand.store/Tommy D and book a call with me, or you can go to meetcatherinebell.com and book a call with her, and we will get you set up on how to operate Deal Hunter for you to be able to analyze commercial deals like a professional real estate investor. Catherine, do you have anything else to add before we sign out of today's meeting?
Yeah, if again, our team has put together this extraordinary opportunity for, people looking to raise capital for their deals, 25 million or more, and we'll put together everything needed, all the documentation, everything, and then bring it to be able to get the debt and equity on deals. So we are actively, aggressively um, pursuing all of those deals to be able to get capital raised. Again, we're looking for good deals and good teams. So it comes down to, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to wrap it up with a prayer. And Heavenly Father, we thank you for the ability to come together and do your work. We want to be able to provide people with the best community, the best properties, the best people around them. And so with that, we ask that you continue to put yourselves in our hearts and our minds so that we are able to do your will. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Catherine, it's a pleasure as always, and we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, Land Thursday, Industrial Thursday. So hopefully we can get industrial people to come to the podcast, tell us about what they got going on. Maybe you can invite, bring along Adam, your partner there in the industrial space. So let us know, and we'll see you tomorrow. Everyone have a great day.
You too.